Hello and welcome back once again, everyone. This is Abhishek Tiwari, and I'm welcoming you all in this online session once again. So, dear students, as you know, the Corona pandemic 2.0 once again reached between us, among us. So, right here, therefore, we have planned to teach you through online medium once again in this uh, in this series of online classes. Very first, I'm here to bring you the very first lesson of your vistas, which is uh, the last lesson. It seems very ridiculous to hear that the first lesson is the last lesson, but yes, it is the last lesson written by Alphonse Daudet. So, students, this is a French novelist who wrote this last lesson, which is based on the Franco Prussian War of 1870 to 1871, when the during the German unification, the Ottoman Bismarck has the Prussian chief minister Otto von Bismarck leaded uh, and the war and captured seized two of the very important districts of France named Alsace and Lorraine. And what happened when these two districts went into the hand of Prussian army? What happened there? What consequences held there? We are going to study right here. Okay, so take a look, everyone. So the narration of this story is by a French boy. French. Okay, French is a lazy boy. However, in spite of his laziness, French, simply we can name him French. Okay, so you can see here French. So this is French. Okay, so a French named boy who actually there who was very in spite of his laziness, French likes to play and is of a sensitive nature. Furthermore, French hates his teacher, Mr. Hamel. Hamel, some shortly you can say, in his school, and has no interest in studying French. An order has come from Berlin. Berlin means Prussia. After taking over the districts of Alsace and Lorraine in France, that the German language rather than the French should be taught in the schools there. Furthermore, it is school French teacher Mr. Hamel's last day in the school. It was the last day of French teacher Mr. Hamel. As from next day onward, there was an order came that no French lessons will be taught. Only German would be run there. This teacher has been working for over 40 years. Moreover, the teacher has feelings of patriotism. Okay, he is also full of nostalgia and grief. Okay, grief. The village man also attained his last lesson as so to honor and respect him. Okay, everyone. So the village is regretting and is sad that they did not learn their mother tongue in their childhood. Clear? So uh, so this entire story runs around French and Mr. Hamel. French receives a big shock when he learns that his this is the last lesson in French. He is shocked also because he doesn't know French. Okay, furthermore, on learning about that last lesson, a sudden interest arises in him for learning French. Moreover, he pays careful attention and learning uh, everything taught on this last day. Okay, so furthermore, okay, instantly he develops liking for the teacher M. Hamel. His feelings of hatred for him suddenly came to an end. Moreover, French develops respect for the hard work and sincerity of his teacher. French is sad and ashamed for being unable to recite his lesson also. Okay, Mr. Hamel, at the last day of his class, explains that they are all at a fault for lacking eagerness to learn. Furthermore, he does not only blames the students, he also includes himself in his fault. He blames himself for lack of sincerity in teaching them. Therefore, uh, there is a reflection of his patriotism in his praise for the French language. He says that the French language is the most logical and beautiful language in the world. It seems that Mr. Hamel got emotional on his occasion on this occasion. Furthermore, he also asked the class to guard their language. He says that being close to one's language is a way to escape the clutches of slavery. This language will assist him them in attaining freedom from the Germans. People realize the significance of their mother tongue. Moreover, they feel the reason for their defeat in illiteracy. Okay, French feels that it is impossible to remove one's language from a person. This is because it is something that it is natural to a person. This means that no matter how hard the opposition may try, they will fail to remove one's language. Okay, it was realized by these them. So this is the story of French and M. Hamel. Okay, so this is a story of French and M. Hamel, where French and M. Hamel are, being casted as the, centered in the centered role of this story. So this is what the short summary of this lesson. Okay, so students, let us move further toward the explanation. Okay, let's move further toward the explanation and let's see what exactly happened there, okay, in the story. So let's begin it starting from the very first paragraph of this. Okay, students, here we are. Let's begin this now. Okay, so uh, I started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of scolding. Okay, so simply don't worry. I would explain you this chapter, this lesson in bilingual mode. Okay, which will be in Hindi and English in both the languages. So don't worry. I started for school very late. Here Friend is explaining, okay, this is story, okay, as a narrator of this story. I refers to Friend started for school very late that morning and was in great dread of scolding. Dread means it means डर. ओके, फियर ऑफ स्कोल्डिंग. स्कोल्डिंग मीन्स डांट पड़ने की डर के साथ जो है उसके अंदर बहुत बड़ा डांट पड़ने की डर थी. ठीक है, स्कूल वो लेट हो गया था उस सुबह. स्पेशली बिकॉज, विशेष रूप से इसलिए, बिकॉज मिस्टर हैमल हैड सेड दैट ही वुड क्वेश्चन अस ऑन पार्टिसिपल्स. ओके, इसलिए डर था क्योंकि एम हैमिल ने उससे कहा हुआ था दैट ही वुड क्वेश्चन अस ऑन पार्टिसिपल्स, कि आज वो पार्टिसिपल्स पे, ग्रामर के पार्टिसिपल्स पे क्वेश्चन पूछेंगे. एंड आई डिड नॉट नो द फर्स्ट वर्ड अबाउट देम. एंड वो कहता है कि वो तो उसका पहला वर्ड भी नहीं जानता था कि पार्टिसिपल्स क्या होते हैं. For a moment, I thought of running away and spending the day out of the doors. कुछ समय के लिए मुझे ऐसा लगा, मैंने सोचा रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम अवे, कि बाहर भाग जाऊं, दूर भाग जाऊं. एंड स्पेंडिंग द डे आउट ऑफ द डोर्स, और घर से बाहर रह करके पूरा दिन बिता दूं. आई वॉज सो वार्म. इट वॉज सो वार्म, बहुत गर्मी थी. सो ब्राइट, सूरज बहुत चमक रहा था. द बर्ड्स वर चिरपिंग एट द एज ऑफ द वुड्स. जो चिड़िया थी वो चहचहा रही थी, वो आवाज़ साउंड क्रिएट कर रही थी एट द एज ऑफ द वुड्स। जंगल के किनारों में, जंगल के अंदर जो है वो चिल्ला रही, वो आवाज़ कर रही थी, चहचहा रही थी। एंड इन ओपन फील्ड बैक टू द शॉमिल, ओके, और एक खुले मैदान में बैक टू द शॉमिल, शॉमिल होता है आरा मशीन, जहाँ पे लकड़ियाँ काटी जाती हैं, उसको शेप दी जाती हैं, फ्रेम। सो शॉमिल के पीछे खुले मैदान में प्रशियन सोल्जर्स वर ड्रिलिंग, ओके, प्रशियन सोल्जर्स वहाँ पे अपनी छावनी बनाए हुए थे, बैरक बना करके वो लोग ड्रिलिंग कर रहे थे, मॉक ड्रिल कर रहे थे, अपनी प्रैक्टिस एक्सरसाइज कर रहे थे। It was all much more tempting than the rule for participles. Okay, so ये सभी चीज़ें उसको देख करके ज़्यादा फैसिनेट कर रही थी, ज़्यादा अट्रैक्ट कर रही थी, टेम्प्ट कर रही थी दैन द रूल फॉर पार्टिसिपल्स। जितना पार्टिसिपल का रूल जो है उसको अट्रैक्ट करता है, उससे कहीं ज़्यादा जो है ये बाहरी दुनिया की चीज़ें उसको अट्रैक्ट कर रही थी। बट आई हैड द स्ट्रेंथ टू रजिस्टर एंड हरीड ऑफ टू स्कूल। लेकिन वो कहता है, फ्रेंच कहता है, बट आई हैड द स्ट्रेंथ रजिस्टर, लेकिन मेरे अंदर विरोध करने की ताकत है। ठीक है, मेरे पास विरोध करने की ताकत थी, मतलब अपने मन को रोकने की, अपने मन का विरोध करने की ताकत थी। एंड हरीड ऑफ टू स्कूल, और इसीलिए मैं जल्दी जल्दी स्कूल की ओर भागा। ओके, सो when I passed, he further says, when I passed the town hall, there was a crowd in front of the bulletin board. जब वो टाउन हॉल के पास से गुजरा तो बुलेटिन बोर्ड के सामने उससे ढेर सारी भीड़ दिखाई पड़ी। बुलेटिन बोर्ड एक नोटिस बोर्ड को हम कह सकते हैं। फॉर द लास्ट 2 years ऑल आर बैड न्यूज़ हैड कम फ्रॉम देयर। ही ऑल्सो सेड कि पिछले 2 साल से जितनी भी बुरी खबरें थी उनके स्टेट के लिए, उनके डिस्ट्रिक्ट के लिए, वो इसी जगह से आई हुई थी, मतलब इसी बुलेटिन बोर्ड के माध्यम से ही उनके पास आई थी। द लॉस्ट बैटल, वो बुरी खबरें क्या थी? हमारा लड़ाई हार जाना। द ड्राफ्ट, हमारे लिए नया कानून बनना। द ऑर्डर्स ऑफ द कमांडिंग ऑफिसर, हम वहाँ पे आए हुए कमांडिंग ऑफिसर का जो आदेश था, सब चीज़ें। एंड आई थॉट टू माई सेल्फ, और मैंने अपने आप से सोचा, विदाउट स्टॉपिंग, बिना रुके हुए, ठीक है, वॉट कैन बी द मैटर नाउ। वो भागा जा रहा था और उस दौरान सोचे जा रहा था कि व्हाट कैन बी द मैटर नाउ, कि अब क्या मामला हो सकता है। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, so this is what the explanation for today. Okay, I would not bring you a much of large video which would create unease for you to study this. So in a snap videos of at least 10 or 12 minutes, I would convey my ideas, my explanations to you. So this is what the beginning of this lessons. We would again in touch, come in again in touch in the next video furthermore with the rest of the explanations. So till then students, you enjoy your online studying, and allow me to leave today for today. Next day I shall meet you the same time at the same lecture, in the same lesson. Thank you, have a good day ahead.